body, soul, and spirit, committed to you, Lord, centered in your presence more.
Let's return to a passage in our Bibles that should sound pretty familiar to you after our study of the book of Ephesians. This is of Ephesians 2, 1 and 2. It says, "You were dead in your transgressions and sins in which you used to live when you followed the ways of this world." Notice how it says that we were dead and that we lived in a single sentence. Read a little more and you'll see that we walked, we followed, we lusted with passion. Maybe the description of our human experience prior to salvation reminds you of the popular cultural phenomenon, the zombie. Let's think about this stupidly scary video creation for a minute. I'll spare you of any of the clips of the more gruesome versions. I don't like them a bit. The zombie, though, has shown surprising cultural longevity. In the last 20 years, there's been a tripling of zombie movies and probably a similar increase in zombie TV, video games, graphic novels. How do all these versions of a soulless existence remain so popular? The gruesome image must somehow speak to people. I think the zombie represents a human type, scarred and corrupting, brain dead, wandering, driven forward only by appetite for more flesh. It's not a very flattering portrayal. Would it be fair to say this? Hey, movie maker. Hey, TV producer. Hey, video artist. Whether you know it or not, whether you realize it or not, you just created a pretty good symbol of a Christless life. Zombie stories embody widespread modern fears such as constant global crisis, innumerable suffering individuals, globalized culture, a mindless existence, a man-made apocalypse. Zombies don't generally talk, but they groan. Could this be a video expression of human spiritual groaning? Well, let's never mind the zombie for now, and let's turn toward the solution to human suffering and fear. In talking about be spiritually reborn, Jesus said in his discussion with Nicodemus, "That which is born of the flesh is flesh, and that which is born of the Spirit is spirit. That which is born of the Spirit of God is reborn spirit of man." The Spirit of God has to intervene in our lives. God's Spirit has to give life to our deadened spirits. Here's another good description of what happens when we're born again. This comes from Ezekiel chapter 36, verses 25 and 26. "A new heart also will I give you, and a new spirit will I put within you. And I will take away the stony heart out of your flesh, and I will give you an heart of flesh. And I will put my spirit within you and cause you to walk in my statutes, and you shall keep my judgments." Notice that the promise of God is to do two things. I will put a new spirit within you, and I will put my spirit within you. Tonight in Home Fellowship, let's discuss how our new spirit, our new human spirit, and God's Holy Spirit interact with each other within our inner person.
Every fiber of my being, crucified with Christ.